Now this is part 6 of the Earth 2 draft paper, Player Technology. Part 1 covered the introduction and stats, Part 2 covered the Earth 2 player, Part 3 covered economics, Part 4 the economic components, and Part 5 the Ecosim. Feel free to go check those out, I'll leave links below in the description. But first up we have the Earth 2 disclaimer, then I will move on to section 6 content. The content provided in this draft summary, an Earth 2 update, is intended solely to provide a general background information about Earth 2's proposed objectives. It should not be interpreted as a white paper, disclosure statement, representation, or promise. The content should be considered as an indicative update but remains subject to change without notice. The information in this update was posted with reasonable care and attention, however, no representation or warranty or express or implied is made by Earth 2 as to the fairness, accuracy, completeness or correctness of this information, opinions and conclusions contained in this draft, summary and update. Earth 2 disclaims all liability for direct or indirect losses resulting from using, relying or acting upon information in the draft summary and update. And so do I for that matter. 6.1 Player versus Player. The expansion of PvP gaming inside of Earth 2 is a major long-term initiative for the Earth 2 team. The metaverse should be built around gaming and 3D digital experiences, not the other way around. This is why the Earth 2 metaverse will contain familiar game-like ideologies at every possible point, whether it's for inside a game or not. Over time, Earth 2 will build a system which will allow developers and creators to link external games and experiences into the Earth 2 metaverse and become part of the Ecosim and ecosystem. In 2021, Earth 2 acquired the game and technology behind Drone the Game and will use the technology to introduce building tools and the first 3D environments in the Earth 2, as well as the game itself, to introduce the first official real-time 3D PvP gameplay in the Earth 2. So it's clear now, Drone isn't just a game that's coming to the Earth 2 platform, but it's sounding like it's pretty much going to be a showcase of how external games, apps and so on can be integrated within Earth 2. I'm sure this will be used to drive other creators to the Earth 2 platform just as much as it will be used to give us gameplay elements. Real-time action 3D sci-fi shooter game. Earth 2's acquisition, Drone the Game, will become the first official example of how a standalone PvP game can be built into the Earth 2 metaverse. Its Ecosim, including virtual land and more. This example will see an initial suite of APIs created that will set a standard for facilitating external game developers to link their ideas into the Earth 2 metaverse. Drone will be modified to fit in the Earth 2 metaverse concept and will support a play-to-earn purpose which will allow players to attack, defend and pillage areas inside of Earth 2. PvP players will have the ability to create guilds and put their skills and assets up for hire. PvP players will also be able to control territories and gain rewards for control of that territory, and that may include percentages of production of the property's control. There will be a system that records fights and battle history of PvP players, and they will be able to align with landowners to work together for mutual benefits. The narrative will be based around players who remotely control player-created vehicles from afar to carry out battles, missions and other tasks inside of Earth 2. There will be reasons for PvP players to interact with all other player types, landowners, Ecosim creators inside of Earth 2. There we go, we pretty much covered all of that earlier in the draft paper with the player type section, so I won't go over that too much. But the suite of APIs sounds great. The more collaborations Earth 2 get, the more chance we have of success. The more new faces come to the platform, and the more utility the Earth 2 components get, and the more people we have pushing the platform forward. 6.2 Content creation. Earth 2 is committed to building products and services that support the creative player who wants to build, design, deliver, and provide content inside of the Earth 2 ecosystem. This will include additional platforms which will allow external creativeness to tend into Earth 2 as well. Tile art. Tile art is another example of a form of creativeness inside of Earth 2. This form of creativity developed as a community-driven discovery and saw players collaborate to purchase tiles in close proximity to one another, in patterns and designs that formed incredible styles of art over the Earth 2 map. Megacities. Along with tile art, megacities are the purest form of organic community, discovered and driven creativity inside of Earth 2. It is difficult to say where megacities began, but there are those in the Earth 2 community who would know. They are the result of a massive cooperative effort between players to plan, design and create tile-centric blueprints and layouts of megacities and collectively own or sell ownership to those players who want to be part of the city and its vision. There are over 100 community-created megacities inside of Earth 2, many of which can be found over a different number of web pages, such as Earth 2 Guide, I'll leave a link below, and numerous other websites. Earth 2 recognises this community-driven development and is excited to be releasing an official verified megacity index in Q2 this year. If you guys don't already know, I'm the founder of Shun City, so I'm super excited to see what happens with megacities over the coming months and years. Come join us. To date, Earth 2 has already demonstrated its commitment to assign development resources into building products that players can use to be creative and benefit from. One such product that will not immediately stand out has been the introduction of jewels. Players are able to collect jewels and craft them into different types using special recipes that can be learned. Players have crafted and sold jewels to other players for over 1 million in player-owned value to date. Yeah, to me, jewels are also pretty much the beginning of play to earn. I know we've been able to flip land and sell those, but this is the first product as such, something that we can sell, get cash from without having to sell our actual tiles. Hollow buildings. Hollow buildings are completely player-created 3D buildings and structures that can be saved as unique blueprints and placed on the land to customize a property's appearance. Earth 2 developed and provided the Hollow Building Editor as a tool players could use to make their own creations and has been committed to the ongoing improvement of this product, releasing numerous updates and fixes since the original version. Earth 2 is committed to further development of the Hollow Building product with plans to release a security implementation which helps to prevent the copying of players' Hollow Buildings. We also plan to implement the ability for players to sell their Hollow Buildings to other players soon, and a longer term goal to allow players to mint their Hollow Building creations on chain, making them a utility NFT that can actually be placed, used and experienced inside of Earth 2. Now I know many players are super excited for the Hollow Building marketplace. It will be a lovely reward for those who've mastered the editor too. If you want to have a go yourself, I do have a beginner's guide which takes you through step by step creating your first basic Hollow Building. I'll leave a link in the description below. 6.3 Official Earth 2 social media platform. A large part of the metaverse is about bringing people together online. For this reason, Earth 2 will be releasing its own official Earth 2 social media platform later in 2022. This platform will include initial features such as encrypted video calls, encrypted chat, walkie-talkie, photos, video, file transfer and more. Friend and follow systems, user profile page, user gallery, public photo video feed, friends and following, upload video and video score section, augmented reality, geolocational photo and video drops, playback messaging, invisible data files, invisible chat, contact storage and more. Once released, this social media platform will be expanded with motivation aimed towards Web3 centric features and will be positioned to cement itself as a free, non-intrusive, player-friendly, different metaverse social media platform alternative. So for anyone who doesn't know, prior to Earth 2, Shane worked on a social media app called XYZ, which can still be found on the App and Play stores. Many of us have speculated that it's going to be kind of like a pimped version of this that's released. Regardless, I'm looking forward to this and seeing how they manage to integrate it with E2 as a whole. As always, thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, have an amazing day.